Hello guys, this is the second video that is on breakdown of Tuesday. If you checked my previous video, if you've not seen it, you can go and see how we broke down this, and we were expecting a sales. So we are still expecting sales because Monday played out a very good sales opportunity. So we are expecting that since the momentum is bearish, we are still expecting this low to be taken, so we just be selling. So we had a break of structure, a change of character, a pullback, and now we are expecting a break of structure again before seeing second pullback to take out this supply zone. So before that, we are still expecting a break of structure before the market will pull back here, and then we are going to sell again. So I'm recording this video on Saturday, and therefore on Monday the market is already somewhere here, so I'm expecting a sell. It has already closed like this. It has already closed like this on Friday. So on Monday I'm expecting the same thing we did here. So if you want to know how I trade, these are the requirements that you need to know. You need to know how fractals operate, price fractals. You need to know order flow. You need to know basic market structure. Then you need to know inducements, and then you need to know supply and demand zones. Then you just need to know single candle order block or scope for entry purposes. Now the trade I'm going to show you here was broken down in my free Telegram group. You are going to check it. You are going to check it down here. So when I'm done showing you this, I'm going to show you the trade that we took. So we are expecting that. Now I want to note one thing. Immediately there's a pullback. If we get a pushback that closes in that direction, that the market should be breaking structure, the next day look for continuation into that leg. And then in most occasions, whenever prices shows one momentum in one direction, in 2 consecutive days, the third day will always do the same thing. So the third day I'm expecting sales. What happens here? We get a bearish direction and then a change of character. What do you expect in the third day? Third day I'm expecting sales. So to make my work easy, I just go to my checklist. I mark external range marked in daily. That is high and low of the day. That is the only thing we need to mark. And we go to 4 hours. We go to 4 hours. The checklist still follows us. We go to 4 hours. So this is our daily high. This is our daily high that is protected. Daily high, and this is our daily low that we're expecting the market to take, and more so even cause the break of structure down. Just mark simple like that. We don't need to complicate analysis. So we are trading within this because I'm a day trader. We trade within this range. So that is marked. Now we go to 4 hours fractal and mark the lows and high. We got the 4 hours fractal. So this is at so I need 2 more candles. So that is 4 hours, and then we need another candle or another 4 hours. So nice. So this was 4 a.m. my time, started 4 a.m. my time and closes at 7:59. So the next candle, which is at 8 candle, should be the one I'm waking up to. So I now need to mark my fractal highs and lows. So check what movement the price caused. The price moved downwards, then pulled backward. If you know how to mark proper pullback, you should be seeing that this high was taken here. That means that was a valid pullback, and now the market is now back to bearish. If we check, the market is now back to bearish. So this is our 4 hours fractals levels. So anything that is happening here is 4 hours pullback. That means that the market is already ready to sell. So let me mark my fractals. Ideally, if this one had not been taken, this would have been my fractal lows. So this is what I would call 4 hours fractal high. Sorry, 4 hours fractal high, and then this would be 4 hours fractal low that I'm expecting to be taken so that I can sell. So if this is taken, if this 4 hours low is taken, we should be selling. So rightly when I wake up in the morning, it's already taken. 4 hours low has already been taken, so we are ready to sell. That means that this is just a pullback and then a drop. Now if this is taken, we are buying, and that means we are wrong. So marked 4 hours fractals already marked. Check if market takes 4 hours fractal low or high that aligns to one day is selling, so I needed to take this 4 hours low. It has already taken this 4 hours low, and the market is back into breaking structures of the lower ones. So you can even wait for higher probability sales. You can wait for this low to be taken in the next market open session, and that would be very high probability. But I know that this is my trading range from this point to this point, so anything inside here is a pullback. So and then I'll trade only when New York opens. So I go to 15 minutes and wait for London to open so that I can trade with my session. So now that I have confirmed that the market has already taken my 4 hours, so I start monitoring order flow in 15 minutes and see IDMs being taken, etc. So if I just look at this market took this was a break of structure. So if this was a break of structure in 15 minutes, I didn't expect this low to be taken. So immediately this low was taken, it confirmed that this was a change of character, and this was just a liquidity sweep. That is how these things change, because this is a protected low. It even took liquidity at this point. So if it broke this low should have been respected and the market should have broken here. But since the daily is selling, the market is most likely going to align with 15 minutes very fast and 4 hours. So 4 hours aligned when this broke. So when this breaks, I'm expecting the second break. This is the first break. I'm expecting the second break. The second break has already broken, as you can see. So I'm just monitoring order flow. So monitor order flow. So this becomes my IDM is already even being taken right now. This is the IDM being taken. At the same time, this is my engineering liquidity. So I'll just be watching if it is taken. Not a must, but if it is taken, it is very good. So in that occasion, if it is taken, the engineered liquidity or structural liquidity, this is structural liquidity, this is engineered liquidity. So I'm expecting to see price react off this supply zone. So I'm expecting to react off this supply zone, and then we take out this low, or it reacts off this fair value gap. This is high probability fair value gap. It is not a must. This is high probability fair value gap. So I watch the market plays out. Not yet my session. It takes the IDM, but again this is not yet my session. My session is not yet opened. It even pulled back early sellers. It has manipulated them, which is nice. My session open at this is now time to my session. So if my session opens here, what I'm expecting is this is where I'm expecting to see to enter in the second 15 minutes order flow. This is the second break. So I'm in the supply zone, which is here. So I'm just need to watch on SCOB and then target a 1 to 3. So this momentum here is just to grab this liquidity and tap on this. So in most occasions I prefer to go to 15 minutes to wait for 15 minutes, but since this candle is very big, we can take it from 5 minutes. We can prefer to take it from 5 minutes. So we wait for, and these 5 minutes I've been experimenting lately, because you can see I always miss it, and that is why I'm experimenting. I'm experimenting it, because 15 minutes scope is high probability, but in most occasions you're going to miss trades or miss good entries. So 5 minutes open, and then we see this is now my session open. Session opens, and immediately I see a break of a scope being formed. This is a scope. This is a scope formed, so I can take my entry at any pullback. Stop loss just above here. Maybe you can make it 6.5 discretionary, and then we look to see this loss being taken for at least a 1 to 3. At least a 1 to 3, no problem. So what happens is, now we wait for a pullback and see if the market is going to give us that reactions that we need. So the market really plays around for a while, hoping to give us a 1 to 3. It's almost took break even, but I don't always break even. I just have my losses. So, and that is it. The market played out successfully and nice, at least a 1 to 3. So now I want you to note something here. So when I came back in the market, because of this momentum, I really needed more reaction, to see more reaction, and therefore I waited in 15 minutes. I'm going to show you this trade. I took it in my Telegram group, then I waited for this break, and then we got another break. So immediately I saw this break, I got this trade from somewhere here. I had a very tight stop loss because I knew the momentum is very thick for a 1 to 3, but unfortunately I got stopped out, and I told people the best stop loss is here. That was the best stop loss for here, but me, I like tight stop losses, and therefore it costed me eventually. So this is the trade I'm showing people. Euro USD sells when 15 minutes low is taken. So as you can see, this was the breakdown, everything was on point. So then again, I got to the trade a little bit late. That was another problem. This thing was sent at 11 a.m. I got a little bit late because of some power issues, so I got a little bit late. So AUD USD, this one was another good one. If you want me to break it down, just comment with the day so that I can break it down. So this was the trade, and then where the sales in Euro USD confirmed. So this was the trade sales. Just know that such sale is early sales. The most ideal region is when 4 hours range low is taken. This region here. When this was taken, you can see the order flow had already aligned perfectly, and therefore when this was taken, this was the 4 hours low. When this was taken, it means that the 4 hours pullback was done when this was taken. So that was the best entry. So entry on anything above here and stop loss above here would have provided a good trade for a 1 to 3. But obviously you wait for market to pull back. One of our members took it. You wait for market to pull back and give you a 5 minutes scope, which is here. Then you can get somewhere here for a 1 to 3. Or if you are so aggressive, you can put it there, but that would be so risky. You give it just a small room to breathe, and then you target at least a 1 2 3. I don't know if it clicked or it just pulled back. Okay, it gave a 1 to 3 if you took it on 5.5 pip stop loss. So that is why I clearly indicated somewhere here that 4 hours low is taken. So just be aware that your SL can easily be raided, and that is exactly what happens even with my checklist with me, and that happens. It's okay. SL taken. Let me journal this. So I journaled the trade. If you want to see my journaling, you can comment. So this was the good trade that played out. Eventually, as you can see, it played more than 1 to 4. It's always good to target 1 to 4 or 1 to 3. Personally, that is okay with me. So 1 to 3, that one played out. So that is a lesson I learned there, and I journaled it. That is why I had to explain this video in detail, so that I'll be watching it later. So that was the trade breakdown, everything very clean. And I'm going to do Wednesday trade, so watch in the next video.